A lot of people go to Dubai to then call out from Dubai to the UK, to the States, to wherever, to get investors. So we were thinking, well, hold on a minute. Nobody's tapping into the Dubai market.
Nobody.
So we replicate a carbon copy of what we do in the UK. We do it in Dubai. We have a separate company, separate team, managed separately. And we hit the Dubai market. There's people in Dubai that want to invest in ethical investments that we offer.
We're structuring it to support our UK operations, even though they are different entities, whoever's listening, but financially we can fund them through SPVs. So we're fully secured, assets on assets on assets. We're changing lives with our investors. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, all depends when you're listening to this beautiful podcast. My name's Lewis Hall, this is Christian Woollard, we are the CEO and the founder, and today we're here to talk about Dubai, why we've gone to Dubai, how we've come across Dubai, what we're not doing in Dubai, and everything Dubai.
Sounds good to me.
So here we are. So look, everyone, if you don't know, we run one of the UK's largest hands-off investment centres, the most secure investments out there. We raise £3 to £5 million every single month. Very proud of it. Happy investors. We work backwards from contracts, government contracts, putting the investor first. We get paid secondly. It's a byproduct. We invested in Dubai start of this year.
Yep.
So everyone. Let's be honest, everyone goes to Dubai to save tax. We're not doing that. We don't want to live in Dubai. We've got our beautiful families here. We're based in the UK. Dubai's great to go on holiday. Most people go there to save tax, etc., etc. Or they go there and go to Spain and do all those loopholes and stuff like that. Fair play to you, I'm sure it's fine. That's not us. We don't mind paying tax. We just don't like paying lots of it in the UK. That's for a different conversation. But everyone that goes to Dubai, let's be honest with you, I think there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. They're all like sheep. And I mean this with the greatest respect if one of you are listening, it's not aimed at you, but that's my personal opinion, that you'll do what everyone else does. Let's all go sell off-market planned properties and hope for the best. We've bought one, and I think it's a fantastic investment. We've got one of our partners that's based in the UK, I've known for many, many, many years. He's got a large Airbnb business in the UK and in Dubai, helps us as well. But anyway, someone reached out to us, funny enough, after purchasing a vehicle, and we got connected and we had a meeting. They've got a family office in
London.
Can I say their name?
Kensington. Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah? No. So got to be careful what we say. They got a large family office in Kensington. We had a meeting, they had a meeting, it was going back and forth. And they're linked to the royal family. They're linked to a major $1 trillion group. And they said, we love what you're doing. There's certain people we won't work with. They asked Christian and myself to fly to Dubai on the Thursday, and we landed on
6 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
And they were gobsmacked, and we went to their HQ and back and forth. And yeah, look, this certainly isn't the Lewis Hall show, so I'm going to hand it over to Christian, but it's bloody exciting if you're one of our investors. It's exciting for us as entrepreneurs. Like I said, we're not trying to do it because everyone tries to jump on the pretty penny. Christian will get into exactly what we're doing there, but the two operations are completely separate entities. Nothing's linked. The operations in Dubai are completely separate. If you're listening to HMRC, the UK operations are standalone. Dubai operations are completely separate. Exactly. It's something we're very proud of, and we like the sunshine. It's a bit too hot over there sometimes.
Really hot.
But we're coming to make a statement, and we've been planning this for the last year. And
yeah, we looked at the off-market properties. We had all the EMAR, SOBA. Can we represent them over here? Can we sell their? We're not an estate agency. We're an investment firm, and yes, we could, but we're just not geared up for that. But we tried it because everything we do first, and then test the model and see if it is watertight, and then we open it to the market for our clients to come in. And so that's why we bought the site out there. And yeah, we've bought in District 1, the Laguna. It's a nice.
It's the world's largest Laguna.
Yeah, it's a nice apartment. It's being built off plan, so it's probably halfway through its construction at the moment. Yes, we might sit on that. We might Airbnb it. We might just sell it, or we might use it for ourselves at some point when we're in and out of Dubai.
Another thing, good thing to say is, and you've noticed that Christian told me off for jumping all over him, but this is what we've agreed. Let's just be us on this one. But anyway, what a lot of investors that we say, we test the market first, whether that's anything we do. So we went and spent £750,000 sterling testing it. Now, we're not saying it hasn't worked, but then we started doing lots of due diligence afterwards. And it does work, but it's like, does that work best for our model and our investors? Somewhat yes, somewhat no. But then we come up with, and I'll let you go into it. Then we just thought, well, when the offering from the large $1 billion group over there, like, why don't you do what you do here over there? And we were like, our investors would love that more. Not only that, the new investors we bring on, it's not about how can you, making money is easy. Keeping hold of it and being ethical is completely different. So then we thought, well, hang on a minute, we could replicate this over there. And
exactly. And see, a lot of people go to Dubai, and there's a lot of money sloshing around in Dubai.
A lot of bullshit in Dubai as well.
And there's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit everywhere. But a lot of people go to Dubai to then call out from Dubai to the UK, to the States, to wherever, to get investors. And so we were thinking, well, hold on a minute. Nobody's tapping into the Dubai market. Nobody. So we replicate a carbon copy of what we do in the UK. We do it in Dubai. We have, as Lewis said, it's a separate company, separate team, managed separately. And we hit the Dubai market. There's people in Dubai that want to invest in ethical investments that we offer, so they can invest directly into the Dubai company. That will then equally have, I don't know if you listened to the last podcast, it will have the different pillars of investment strategy that it will go into.
If you haven't, see the link below.
Yeah, and or above, whichever way around it is. And so that's what we're doing. So we're not selling properties. We're not trying to do any of that sort of stuff. We're doing exactly what we do in the UK, but we're doing it for the Dubai market in Dubai.
And can I ask you a question, if you don't mind me asking? The same tier structure here is going to be we're not working back from government contracts, but we're going to put a tier system in place so it's completely secure.
Yeah. So the Dubai market, the Dubai product will then invest into Unique UK, and that will be one of its core investment strategies. Outside of that, it will be doing stuff in Dubai, where there's certain villas that we're going to redevelop. And
we talk about a new villa.
And we just bought a new villa.
So I'll let you say the value and the details of it. So like Christian said, everything we do, we test ourselves. What we're about to do in Unique will change our lives. Our lives are always changed forever on a daily basis, but it backs up our UK operation. So if you're a UK investor, you think, what have I forgot about Dubai for? Knowing that we've got tens of millions of pounds worth of assets that's backed into a company that's linked into I'd want to invest in that. So we thought we'd test the market. And about a year ago, going back to the partnership, I was playing top golf with an individual in Dubai, and he seemed like a fantastic entrepreneur. He's an award-winning developer. His name's Joel, and he's now our main partner in Dubai. I won't go into too much great details of that, but we come across an opportunity to purchase something on our trip. We had no intentions of buying anything, and we come across an opportunity presented by some leading estate agents. And Savills, am I allowed to say it? Yeah. And Savills presented it to us. So be careful what I didn't want to say there. Yeah. And me and you was walking around, it was like, wow, what we could do with this. And I'll let you explain about the numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the numbers...
this is in dirhams, by the way, so that it's you have to divide it if you want to. I'm sure you're out there. Whatever numbers we say now, divide it by 4.9,
4.7,
and it'll give you your sterling.
Around there.
But yeah, explain the numbers. This is not us showing off. This is just showing you what we're doing to back up our UK operations.
So yeah, numbers. So it's a nice villa, 5-bedroom, 8,000 square foot villa, backing onto a golf course. It's
mega villa.
Jumeirah Golf Estates, which is one of the top residential zones in Dubai. It's about a half-hour drive to downtown Dubai, so it's more that focus of where families and senior execs like to live. And beautiful property, 15.2 million dirhams. We've done a deal on. They wanted 15.7, 15.8, but we managed to get it 15.2.
Great deal.
We will put in a further 4 to 5 million dirhams because what we want to do to the property and make it basically look Mayfair.
So we're in for 19.
1920.
Let's with legal fees and an overspill with development refurbs. Let's call it 20 million dirhams.
We're in for 20 million dirhams.
And what has Savills said?
Savills have given a strong position at 28 to 30 on the exit. So there's an 8 to 10 million dirham profit line, which then goes back into the company, which then goes and supports everything that we do. And we're going to do, hopefully, if we can find the right properties, the right stock, we'll do one every month or one every other month. We'll just keep building because we have the teams. We have the development teams. We have the project management teams. It's all there.
It's exciting, right?
Yeah, and we also have the Bin Zayed group in the background who are investing directly with us in this program. So they're becoming equity partners. And that's very powerful in Dubai, having the royal family. So if we hit any red tape, we knock on the door and they just say, allow Unique to go through. So that's very powerful.
In a very ethical way. Now, let's put that into perspective a little minute. One, it makes me incredibly proud of what we've created. Two, I think it's fair to say a lot of people know that our work ethics are through the roof. The whole economy, I was about to say, the whole UK country needs to be more entrepreneurship. Everyone likes 9 to 5. Let's go home. Oh, it's right for you, isn't it? Right. I don't ever stop. I find it very hard to have a work-life balance, and this is not what the podcast is going down to, but people don't realise the work we put in place for what we do. And if you're an investor, not only have we got the most secure structure in the UK, but being backed up with what we're doing somewhere else, and it's impossible to go wrong. Now there are risks. I have to add that for FCA guidelines. There's risks in getting out of bed in the morning. There's risks of crossing the road. So there are risks out there. The world could come to an end, but it's not going to. But I'm so proud of what we've created. As you can see, we're structuring it to support our UK operations, even though they are different entities, whoever's listening, but financially we can fund them through SPVs. So we're fully secured, assets on assets on assets. We're changing lives with our investors. And the byproduct is, look, don't get me wrong, my family's not too happy with me traveling around the world, but they understand what's coming. That's called sacrifice.
So we were in Dubai for a week.
Correct.
Monday to Friday. And
I've never worked so hard in my life.
And we literally landed at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we took off, well, Friday, it wasn't Friday, we took off Saturday morning at 2:30 in the morning. So we had night flights, so we were there, and we were working relentlessly. So literally 9 o'clock through till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Easily.
Every day, for 5 days. We had so many meetings. We were invited by the Bin Zayed group to the World Islands on a private
that was very nice, yes.
And to a launch of a product they've just invested into.
Can you imagine? I don't think people out there, when they think, oh, look at Dubai, it's great. Dubai, the heat, I'm not moaning. So we were on strict instructions to, now I'm not used to wearing suits, let's be honest. And when you're over in Dubai, you're wearing trousers, T-shirts, literally, the humidity when you walk out that door. So we're jumping from aircon to aircon. And taxi drivers put the aircon out there trying to put the heating on, and I was just dripping. So I was a bit embarrassed because we sat there representing ourselves and our group. We've got the Bin Zayed group, and you're in a room full of billionaires, and there's just me just gushing. But luckily, it wasn't just patches. The whole thing was wet, so you probably couldn't tell. And I kept saying to everyone, "Do I look right? Do I look right?" Everyone's like, "We're all the same, mate." And it was so powerful, and people were just coming up to us, going, "It's lovely to meet you." And that evening, I'm allowed to say the evening we had dinner with the president's brother. I won't say. I just said it.
Well, no, I mean, yeah.
I've just said it now.
Well, no, you didn't say the president of what?
So I won't say. I won't say. I won't say the country, but the connections that we've got in the Bin Zayed group, they've turned around and said, "What you're doing for us is life changing. What can we help you with?" I said, "Look, we just like networking. This is what we can help with," and they're so powerful. Now, my background is recruitment and large scale accommodation. They want to go and supply there's a shortage of HGV drivers in the UK. Now, I've got the connections through Amazon, Tesco's, Wincanton. I was a regional manager, so I just rang them up while they're in a meeting. I was like, "Is there a tender coming up soon? 3 months, why?" And then that was it. I'll put them forward for a tender. He was like, "Oh my, I've been trying to do that for 5 years." We've got connections everywhere. And they were like, "What can we help you with?" And we didn't realise. So we come off the boat at this event, and we couldn't find a taxi because it was by the marina somewhere. And this gentleman was like, "Do you want to come in my car?" And we did no idea. This is a multi-billionaire. His brother's the president of a leading country. And then we're like, "Yeah, is that all right?" And there was Mikey was with us, the guy, and he thought he was getting in. So he was like, "You have to get in the back, Lewis." So I clambered over the back. It's like an American, was it Escalade or something like that?
Yeah, one of those SUV type.
That was it. So I'm in the back, and then Christian shut the seat for like a 7-seater, and he's on, "Where's your friend?" I was like, "He's not coming." He's like, "What have you got in the back for?" I was like, "Oh, don't worry, it's fine, just put the aircon on." He was so demanding. "Lewis, get out of the back, it's for children, sit here." I was like, "No, I'm fine, just shut the door, the aircon's on." "Lewis, get out of the back of the car." "I'm fine here, get out." I was like, "Okay, sir." So I've clambered over. Christian's wetting himself. The bloke was like, he was still laughing and joking. Now, we had a great conversation with him, and he started telling us, "What do you do?" And I'm looking at Christian going, "Fuck, who is he?" And we're surrounded by people that talk shit, right? Not in our network, but look, 95% of people in this world talk shit. Some talk shit, some do shit. That's my saying. So we went out for dinner that evening. We were sat there having this conversation. We went outside for a cigarette, and they went, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "No idea, but he's a great mate of mine now." And he went, "His brother's the president of," and I was like, "You are fucking shit." I could swear, can't I? I did anyway. I couldn't believe it. And he's on a WhatsApp. And then the next day, it was a Sunday morning. We got invited to all these WhatsApp groups. And then he was like, they were talking, and he put put good morning, you put good morning, and he put this sign up going, good morning. And I was just like, it's just so powerful. And he said to me the other day, Lewis,
having casual chats on a WhatsApp with a billionaire.
And then he said to me, because but they enjoy conversations till like 5 a.m, talking about business over seashores. And I was knackered, you were knackered. And I was like, look, I'll take them out if you want. I was ready for bed. He's like, come on, Lewis, let's go out. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I don't drink coffee, so let's go have coffee. I was like, I don't drink coffee. So I said, Christian, I'll do tonight, you do tomorrow. So I went to this Seashore Lounge till 5 a.m. I was, at this point, my ADHD was on fire, I was hot. But then all of a sudden he was like, can you feel that? I was like, I can't feel anything. He's like, exactly. He goes, I come up with an idea a year ago to get underfloor air conditioning. So we're watching the Burj Khalifa, and outside I was like, oh my God. I was like, how on earth have you done that? There's aircon coming through the floor. And he was like, that's one of many things we like to do. And he was so down to earth. And then when I explained to him that I could get you into this tender, we were just chatting, and all of a sudden I realised it was like, it's 4 o'clock. Chris will be up in a couple of hours, we've got to go again. But he's such a down to earth guy. Then he said to me, Lewis, what's one of your biggest dreams? And I said, we had blocks of apartments, but we've rented them, they're not ours. We put our names outside them. If we could have a skyscraper that's got unique on it, you'd make my day. Done. I was like, what do you mean done? He was like, well, if he goes, can you get the land? I get the dirt and we build it and fund it. I was just like, he was like, and then he's being serious. It's life changing. It's exciting. Look, we take many risks, calculated risks, by the way. We're very proud of what we've done, and it's opened up a lot of doors. These people just won't work with anyone. There's a reasons why they're working with us. And he turned around and said, can you make an announcement to all of your investors, everyone? I want everyone to know who you're working with and why we're working with you. I could have cried.
I know. And they said, you're working with the royal family, you're working with the Bin Zayed group, and we're partners with you.
I can't officially say this yet, but where our office is going to be in their offices, and
yeah, potentially. Yeah, we're just looking at the right office space. But interestingly enough, the billionaire, because we said, look, we bought an off-market, property. It's being built at the moment, and he said, where is it? And
that was it. Yeah,
we said District 1. He says, I live in District 1. It's the best area.
Because I was in Dubai, and I said to Christian, can we buy this asset? Chris said, I trust you. Don't go too crazy. So we run the numbers. You're like, look, just whatever one makes more money, just get it. Because it was an asset. So I picked the best one through our connection, Adam. And I was a bit nervous because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I trusted Adam. I trusted myself. I trust Christian. So we just went for it. Obviously, we've done our research. We're not stupid. And Adam lives there. And I've seen the numbers, etc., etc., etc. What's the person's name in Russian? Not Russian. Romania. Top G. Top G owns is it Top G? Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate owns the floor in the next building next door. The whole floor, he owns it. So I'm like, well, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. And then people started messing with me, it's not a very good area, mate. Shouldn't have done that. I was like, whatever, mate. And then I was thinking, oh my God, I've let my business partner down now. I'm really, really disappointed. Like, what am I going to do? I've got to make up £750,000 to keep him happy in the back of my head. So we sat in this meeting. What do you think of the area? I'm like, come on, please. I'm getting nervous. He's like, they're one of the best areas you can invest in. I was like, yes. He's not that we do. That's not how we do our due diligence, by the way. But it just backed up all the due diligence that was been done.
Yep.
And it's exciting. I'm going to plug it a little bit if you're listening. If you're looking for a relocation package to move to Dubai, as long as you're ethical and you can bring something to the table, then you need to reach out. If you're looking for similar sort of stuff in the UK and you're based around the Reading or the Berkshire area, do reach out. Everyone that we do is employed. We're not sure how we're going to structure Dubai yet, but it's going to be huge. It's going to be big. It's going to be nothing. It's not going to be like the House of House, whatever you call it, on Channel 4, where it's just relentless, and they churn people. That isn't us. That is not unique. And that is one of the reasons why these people partner with us. And even they said, we won't work with the likes of them. And he was like, there's nothing else left. And I was like, well, this is why we're coming to Dubai. It's bloody exciting. And I'm looking forward to it. So,
everyone will be salaried, because it's quite rare in Dubai in the property world.
It's very rare.
Nobody gets salaried. It's all commission only. We do not want commission only salespeople. So it'll be in our offices. They'll be salaried because we want that ethos.
Correct.
For the clients over there as well. Replicate exactly what we do here. So we have open doors, we can get clients in.
So one thing I'm going to ask is, we give up our time a lot to help and inspire people. We're not doing this to make money. We run a partnership program where we help people for free. Or I'm going to ask you for a small favour. If you could subscribe to this podcast, if you could download it, if you could comment, do you like it? If you don't like it, feel free to say. Don't be malicious, don't be personal. It is not nice. But I'm being serious. And if there's anything you want us to talk about, drop a message below and we'll do it on the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're not sponsored by anyone. We are unique.
We are who we are.
We're not talking about toothpaste or anything.
However, if you're looking to sponsor a podcast,
Yeah, we're quite happily. Oh, and we've been approached by Channel 4.
oh yes, can I say, yeah, they told me not to say it, but who cares? So I don't do that. They said,
Well, you haven't said it, I did.
well, they did say, Lewis, you can say what you like. If I was you, I'd let. So Channel 4 reached out to me 8 months ago, and they said, "Can I say this?"
I don't know.
So,
Saying it now.
okay, look, I need to word this very clever. A production company that worked for Channel 4 called Rich House Poor House reached out and said, "Lewis, we would love to have you on the show." I thought about it. Yes, no, not for me. It's not for me. You get enough of my life anyway. I'm too busy. I had to go. It's not for me, but I thank them very much. They then connected with me on Instagram, and they've been following me ever since. The other day when I worked at Christian's house, was it Monday? I got a phone call from this this production company. Lewis, been trying to get hold of you. Oh, I haven't had any missed calls. Anyway, they're like, "We love what you're doing. We've got 2 opportunities to film a property program. We just filmed one, and it didn't go down very well. It was in Dubai, and it was very ruthless, and the feedback they got from the public wasn't great. They love what we're doing, and they said, can we come and film it?" I was like, "Well, I need to speak to my business partner, but yeah, I'm all up for it. Like, am I going to be on TV?" And so we're thinking about it at the moment. They've put together a proposal, and I'm deadly serious. There's pros and cons with it, because TV series, they like to add the drama to it. Trust me, we have enough dramas in our life as it is, and we're so focused on the investment side of it. As much as for my ego, and I mean that in a very honest way, it would be great for me to say, "My son, look at our children, sorry, and our families, look at us on TV." I think the downside to it, and Christian brought this up, and we're having a conversation at the moment, as much as it all sounds fantastic, the money's good. I think it would have a negative impact on our business and our operations, because certain things we can and can't show, and they would like us to have dramas on there with staff. I don't want to create stuff like that for the fun of it. So I don't think we're going to do it, to be honest with you, which is a bit of a shame. But yes, it's free marketing, it's free publicity, but I don't want. So we're umming and ahhing about it. But the fact they've asked us for it is amazing.
Well, I got asked to go on Celebrity Come Dating. I said I don't think my wife would appreciate that very much.
He's not joking over.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not.
On that note, we'll see you on the next one.